There are a few ways that you can build up tension in a movie scene. Through camera work, through pacing, and probably most commonly through music, like the music you're hearing right now in this incredibly tense scene from Steven Spielberg's 2005 film, Munich. Except, there is no music in this scene. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up. We all know that movies have only two ways into your brain, through your eyes and through your ears. But if you've ever had the chance to edit a movie or a short film or even a small video, it quickly becomes apparent that when you're watching something, these two senses are weirdly interconnected. The visual side of film gets most of the attention because it's right in front of you, and it's usually what you remember after a movie is over. But in many ways, the visuals are simply the face of the operation, while the audio is actually the puppet master, the one that really holds the power. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Take a look at this scene right here. So what does Spielberg want you to pay attention to here? These people walking by and this car passing? No, it's not what Spielberg wants. It's what I want, since that was the sound design I just made for that shot. Here's what the actual shot sounds like.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was on his home. And when he died, all he left me alone.
Besides being infinitely better, it's easy to notice how the sound really affects what you see, and from what perspective you see it. In my version, the shot had an omniscient third-person point of view. In the real version, as soon as the audio starts, you're placed in a perspective. The first thing you hear is a conversation from street level, so even though the long lens is fixed on Eric Bana, you know the moment is taking place on the ground. Then to drive the point home, you hear Daniel Craig singing The Temptations, and the vocal recording is close, intimate, even though you never go inside the car. That's enough to put you there. Then the car that you're really supposed to pay attention to, the black one, parks, and the sound of it parking jumps out in the mix. Just like you wouldn't hear Daniel Craig in that way from where the camera is, you wouldn't hear the car that clearly, but the sound design picks these things out to tell a specific story.
Papa was a rolling stone.
Steve, shut up.
The point here is that in film, you really do see with your ears more than you think. And sound doesn't mind that image gets the credit, because a key to the power of sound design is its invisibility. If dialogue sounds close, then you are close to the person who's speaking it, wherever they are.
My brothers were killed. My papa and my sister were both hanged.
Okay, so back to this sequence. Oh, yeah, forgot. No music. This 4-minute and 50-second scene is without music and almost entirely wordless. How does Spielberg and legendary sound designer Ben Burtt, who gave the world this, how do they build the tension here? Well, Burtt does it by building a bed of constant, noisy city ambience, then singling out and stringing together, like beads on a wire, key noises that tell the story. The background is that Eric Bana and his team are going to assassinate this man in his home by getting him to answer a phone that they've secretly installed a bomb in. The string of isolated plot sounds goes like this. The car with the assassins arrives. The dialogue of the target's wife and especially young daughter, then their car pulling away, signaling it's safe to move forward. Then the coins and rotary phone that will make the call. Then the priming of the detonator. And then... Wait, what was that? The first moment of trouble comes in sound. Up until now, the isolated noises represent the steps of the plan going smoothly. The truck passing by represents a break in that chain and a hitch in the plan. At this point, the ambience outside starts to take on some strange qualities. There's a high-pitched whine, like a train stopping, on top of everything. And just like the moving truck blocks the assassin's view, the mover's talking keeps them from hearing the daughter's car pull back up to the apartment. She plays a key part in the scene, so Burtt isolates her again, but not her voice this time, her footsteps, which continue indoors. In the apartment, the ambience is quiet. And the really incredible thing about this scene is that Burt and Spielberg build the tension not by working toward a great crescendo of noise, but by gradually subtracting elements. Once the daughter is up here, the danger can be signaled by a single sound effect. The important elements have been set up so well by this point that you could follow the rest of the scene without seeing it at all.
Oh, je réponds.
Non, c'est moi qui réponds. Allô? 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 Allô?
The climax of this scene, brilliantly, is silence. But it's a silence that works so well because it anticipates the noise of an explosion to come. At this point, the ambience has become really impressionistic, and when it comes back in, it has echo and reverb, it's hurried footsteps and an anxious siren. The whole sound universe corresponds in a personal way to the assassins, to their feelings and their nerves. So it makes sense that when the final question is asked, it's the sound design that answers.
Are we on or off?
I'm not sure what they're doing in film school these days, but if you have any interest in making movies at all, you should attempt to make a scene like this. No dialogue, no music, just camera work and sound design. Once you've finished it, watch the scene back, but close your eyes
Oui.
and ask yourself, what do your ears see? Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching and welcome to the first video of 2018. That is really exciting. I just finished my little recharge break over the new year, which was wonderful, and I'm ready for the marathon that will be this year. As always, I want every Nerdwriter video in 2018 to be an event for you guys. I want it to be something that really stands out in your subscription box, and I'm gonna work very hard to make that happen for you guys. Oh, I almost forgot, new Nerdwriter mugs. Super exciting. The mugs are back. Check them out at the DFTBA store. You can find the link below in the description. You can see them right here. They're super cool. So get one of those if you guys want, drink some coffee out of a Nerdwriter mug. That's cool. This episode was brought to you by Squarespace. If you want to make a website and you want it to be a really easy process, Squarespace has some beautiful award-winning designer templates to choose from that just makes that process of making a website so simple. It's got 24-hour customer service, no upgrades, nothing to install, no patches ever, and picking your domain name, whatever you want it to be, is really easy. You can start your free trial at squarespace.com, and if you use the offer code NERDWRITER, you can get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you so much for watching the show, subscribing, being with me in 2018. This is going to be a fun year. See you next time.